Anyway, here we go. Everything all right out there? We always like to ask if all the instruments are coming through just fine.
It's good now.
Good enough right now?
You changed the voices. That was perfect.
Yes. Thank you. Crank off that mic. Well, we are the Umpqua Valley Bluegrass Band, and if anybody wonders where we're from, it's because we're from the Umpqua Valley. And Umpqua is an old Indian word. It means thundering waters. So when we play bluegrass music, we like to imagine that our music sounds a little bit like the thundering waters that you hear right behind us.
Up there,
in the river.
that building up there? Oh, that's the outhouse. I'm sorry.
During the course of today's show, we're going to be featuring all the members of our band. And Francis is up next to sing a beautiful song called Love and Wealth.
For
forget sad memories. Let me wish you love and well. May you take no careless steps, but my broken heart will last eternally. You will never know the pain that I felt the day you left. Should you ever win again, let me wish you love and well. Should you ever win again, let me wish you love and well.
Thank you.
Well, the Umpqua Valley Bluegrass Band has embarked on an anti-bullying campaign, and we're trying to make sure that kids of all ages everywhere know about that. We're going to let Mac Parker explain it a little bit to you. Wait a sec. Hey, I thought you were going to explain it. I thought you were going to tell them about the anti-bullying campaign while we were getting in tune.
Our anti-bullying campaign
Yes,
in
yes.
the band?
Yeah.
That we're not going to pick on me anymore?
That's, oh, okay, yeah, well, you know, that's part of it.
I didn't agree to that.
Okay, well, it's called The Bully of the Town. That was Mac Parker on the old 5-string. They're doing a mighty fine job. At no time ever did his fingers leave his hands if you were watching him real closely. Pretty hard to believe, isn't it? Now We wouldn't be a bluegrass band if we didn't do an old moonshine and song about the rusty old still, especially when we're out in the woods like this. Some of the finest moonshine I've ever tasted was the stuff that came from West Virginia, the blackberry kickapoo juice that they export out here to Oregon. But if you ever get a chance, go to Thunder Ridge and try some of the Thunder Ridge joy juice that Al and Deb Brinkerhoff make. And they probably even have brought some for the potluck tonight. So stick around and you might be able to hear that. But now, Liz is going to sing a little song for you called Tear My Stillhouse Down. Just making a quick technical adjustment there. We want to welcome Leonard Lombardo, who called me up and said he's going to come out and do a little taping of the Bluegrass Pickin' Party. That's Leonard right back there with the fancy gadget that looks something like a big acorn hanging out of a techno tree. And
actually, that's a squirrel collar.
Is that a squirrel collar? What? How do you call a squirrel? I thought that's how you call birds. Well, we're bringing up our bass player now. Look at that, Mr. Gene Hodson. Why don't you put your hands together for Gene? He's a hard-working guy. He's always at the bluegrass jams and brings the sound systems and plays the big doghouse bass. If you ever need anything done to your camper, your motorhome, go to the Camper Corner in Winchester. That's where he's the service manager, and he'll give you real good service. And what song have you got for us today, Gene?
I got one called Who'll Sing For Me.
All right. Why don't you tell us how it goes?
All right. All I say, for my friend. When this cold hand I see, when I come to my journey's end, who will sing for me? I wonder who will sing for me when I come to cross that silent sea. Who will sing for me? Gather round and look down on me. Will they turn and walk away? Will they sing one song for me? I wonder who will sing for me when I come to cross that silent sea. Who will sing for me? Who will sing for me?
All right, now if you guys see any smoke coming up off of Liz's Crane's fiddle in this next instrumental tune, please do not call the, where are we, the Tyee Fire Department? Do they have one out here? Tyee.
Well, that would mean I had too much rosin, but I don't have too much rosin, so you're not going to see nothing.
Every once in a while with an old-time fiddler, though, somebody like Colleen or somebody, maybe Vance from over in Bend, you might see some of that pine sap flying when they rub their horsehair against their catgut.
Are they drinking that rosin?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you can drink rosin, but it sometimes does look like smoke coming up off the fiddle, and don't be fooled. Their fiddles are not on fire, even though there are some tunes about that. But we're going to play a little tune for you that is an old hoedown. It's called Liberty. little bit of liberty for you. Oh yeah, some of those fiddle tunes are a lot of fun. They go by the strangest names. You know, one of my favorites is a tune called Feed the Baby Onions So You'll Find Them in the Dark. And I'm not sure where the old-time fiddler came up with that, but there's one called Spider Bit the Baby, and you know, Spider in the Woodpile, and any little thing in nature might inspire an old-time fiddle tune. And now we'd like to feature our newest member of the Umpqua Valley Bluegrass Band. That would be John Mac Parker down there at the far end of the stage. Nice guy and banjo picker as well as a guitar picker and singer. And he moved up from that state down south. I'm not talking about Baja California either, but just south of the border, and came up here and joined us a couple months ago. Right about the same time our old banjo player Scott McAdoo moved to the Philippines. So his timing was impeccable. Definitely more impeccable and better than his tuning. But his guitar's been warming up in the sun, you know. Here in Oregon, these instruments that are made of the finest Oregon plywood and shipped over to Japan in waterproof boats and then shipped back as guitars are not used to Oregon weather sometimes once they've been processed overseas. But he's got a nice song from one of the most famous bluegrass bands of all times, the Mike Curb Congregation, which you probably never even heard of, but they wrote this next song, which is called the theme to Kelly's Heroes. Is that right?
Right. It's also done backwards as Tiptoe Through the Tulips.
So it's kind of like that song that the Beatles could have put on their White Album that played subconscious messages backwards.
Right. We all live in a yellow banana, that one.
Anyway, it is kind of a pretty tune, especially when it's adapted to the bluegrass style, and it goes something like this.
Friends all tried to warn me, but I held my head up high. All the time they warned me, but I only passed them by. They all tried to tell me, but I guess I didn't care. Turned my back and left them standing there. All the burning bridges that had fallen after me, all the lonely feelings and the burning memories, everyone I left behind each time I closed the door, burning bridges lost forevermore. Joey tried to find a job for me a while ago. When he finally found one, well, I didn't want to go. The party Mary gave for me when I just walked away. Now there's nothing left for me to say. All the burning bridges that have fallen after me, all the lonely feelings and the burning memories, everyone I left behind each time I closed the door, burning bridges lost forevermore. Years have passed, and I keep thinking, what a fool I've been. I look back into the past and think of way back then. I know that I lost everything I thought that I could win. Yes, I should have listened to my friend. All the burning bridges that have fallen after me, all the lonely feelings and the burning memories, everyone I left behind each time I closed the door, burning bridges lost forevermore, burning bridges lost forevermore. Thank you.
All right, mighty fine. Thank you, Mac. Francis Stephenson, our resident octogenarian. He's a real nice guy, and we're very proud of him. And I hope you don't mind me calling you an octogenarian, but that's something definitely so. Well, it's not a guy with
They can sing
8
a
fingers.
whole octave at least.
That too. Yeah. He's definitely got a pretty good range. I don't think he has 8 children like Octomom or anything like that, but being an octogenarian means he's lived 80 years plus, and that's pretty good. Playing bluegrass.
I wish I had his hair.
Yeah, I just wish I had his energy. Boy, I get tired a lot, and he's still moving when I'm not.
I brought my tomahawk, yes.
Check our tape now.
What song are you doing?
I don't think that banjo's quite in yet.
The day that I kissed you and told you goodbye, your lips told me that you would wait. But your lips deceived me and told me a lie, while your heart was sealing my fate. Are you all alone with a memory? Now that I am gone, darling, are you missing me? Out of gray skies, better than pain, just like a bolt from the blue. My castles all crumble as I read it o'er. I still can't believe that it's true. Are you all alone with a memory? Now that I am gone, darling, are you missing me? It said that in spite of the vows you had made, the glitter of gold turned your head. And while I was seeking employment to find, you married another instead. Are you all alone with a memory? Now that I am gone, darling, are you missing me? Now that I am gone, darling, are you missing me?
All right, mighty fine. Then Francis Stephenson there. Good job there, Francis. Thank you. Well, it's time for a little history lesson. We've just got time for about maybe 19 more, and then we're going to turn the stage over to the Long Mountain Revival Band that's come all the way from the Eagle Point area. You can hear some wonderful bluegrass gospel music. But right now we have a history lesson for you about what took place back on the 8th of January in the year of 1814, when a battle took place between Old Hickory and Colonel Pakenham. And a guy by the name of Johnny Horton took this song all the way to the top of the country hit parade back in 1959. It was a pretty good year for me too, by the way, 1959. I did not win the award, but I was nominated to be the poster child for Planned Parenthood. And a little bit later in life, in my high school days, I did win an award to be the guy most likely to recede in life. So thank you very much. And that definitely was that's right. He got a second, but he's also got a few years on me. I might be catching up with him. But here's that little history lesson for you called the Battle of New Orleans. In 1814, we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. We took a little bacon, we took a little beans. We met the bloody British in the town of New Orleans. We fired our guns, the British kept it coming. You know what's nice, maybe as it was a while ago. Fired once more, they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Old Hickory said we could take it by surprise. So fire your musket till we look him in the eye. We held our fire till we seen their faces well. We shot it with a musket time, I gave a little hell. Fired our guns, the British kept it coming. Once a nice lady as it was a while ago. Fired once more, they begin to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. And we looked down the river and we seen the British coming. There must have been 100 of them beating on the drum. The steps so high and making people's ring. The steps didn't come and they all didn't say a thing. Fired our guns, the British kept it coming. There wasn't nine many as it was a while ago. Fired once more, they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Old John said, Andrew, you had better run. The Pakenhams are coming with a bullet in his gun. Old Andrew said, now I don't give a damn. I'm gonna shoot the bridges off of Colonel Pakenham. Fired our guns, the British kept it coming. Once nice lady as it was a while ago. Fired once more, they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Like rap music out there? Oh, there's one rap lover out there. Well, we have a version of something called rap grass. And I also have a theory that it was Johnny Horton that invented rap music back in 1959. You can kind of hear the rap beat in this song, can't you? If you get the banjo player, Mac, over there, kind of playing a rap rhythm, we'll demonstrate. That's right. And then we got Francis playing a little rap, some hot licks on his guitar. Got Gene back there slapping that bass around, rapping it, slapping it. A little bit of rap fiddle. That's right. Here's how you play rap on the mandolin. I've been to Boston, to Charleston, to Dayton, Louisiana, Washington, Houston, Kingston, Texarkana, Monterey, Faraday, Santa Fe, Powell, Black, Rock, Block, Riddle, Lock, Oskaloosa, Tennessee, Hennessy, Chicopee, Spear Lake, Grand Lake, Devil's Lake, Crater Lake, for Pete's sake. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere. Come on, you guys know how to get down. Let's get down now. Come on. Aren't you gonna get down with us? Working on it. You know where else I've been? Where you been? I've been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto, Winslow, Sarasota, Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, Oklahoma, Tampa, Mattawa, Mattawa, Alabama, Bango, Baltimore, Salvador, Amarillo, Tocopilla, Barranquilla, Empadilla, Amacula. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere. We fired our cannons till the barrel melted down. We got an alligator, we fought another round. We set this mouth of cannonballs and powder his behind. And when we touched the powder off the gate, it lost his mind. Fired our guns, the British kept it coming. And while the night lady as it was a while ago. Fired once more, they began to run And they ran through the briars, and they ran through the brambles, and they ran through the bushes where the rabbits couldn't go. Ran so fast the hound couldn't catch 'em. Down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. And they ran through the briars, and they ran through the brambles, and they ran through the bushes where the rabbits couldn't go. Ran so fast the hound couldn't catch 'em. Down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. All right, thank you all very much. We're the Umpqua Valley Bluegrass Band, and in about 5 minutes we'll have the Long Mountain Revival coming up here. Thank you all very much.